I'm back. So this is going to be the last series in Cheshire really. Cheshire Big Carp. So how did Cheshire Big Carp started? Well, I lived in Liverpool and all there was to fish was the parks. And basically I excelled the size in Liverpool. I had the biggest mirror in Liverpool, it was 28 pound 6, and then I had the biggest known common around in Liverpool, which was 20 pound, 20.5 pound it was, 20 pound 8 ounce. So there was nowhere else in Liverpool then, it was literally carp starved, and to have those fish those sizes was a big achievement back then. We're talking 93 to 95. I was fishing on the Coldstones Park. Now the parks have increased in carp size. You know, Coldstones, it still has a few decent fish in it, worth catching that are 25 plus. Some maybe just be scraping 30 now. And also you got the rest of the parks like Sefton Park and Stanley Park and Walton Park. The Liverpool parks now are stocked with carp, but back when I was fishing it, they weren't. There was another one called Princess Park that had a few carp in it, and there was Coldstones Park and Walton Hall Park, but they were of no size. So I've hit me full like big carp in Liverpool. So a lot was going off in Cheshire. People were like sending rumours around, you know, this and that, and basically it was all accordingly Reedsmere. I've never fished Reedsmere. I've walked around it a few times and it just wasn't for me. I had no interest in it because I knew about the Cheshire Carp Valley, which is what I call it because it is when you look at it. Now the Cheshire Carp Valley would take me 40 minutes to get to, and Reedsmere was like an hour to get to. So 20 minutes difference, less fuel and bigger carp than Reedsmere. Yeah, a lot bigger carp than Reedsmere, to tell you the truth. So my targets in Cheshire was to catch fish between 25 and 30 pound. To have a result, it had to be 30 pound. So I found Cicley Mill, which isn't in the Cheshire Carp Valley really, but it was days only and one rod, no night fishing. Hard work, but I'd done it. It took me 2 winters to do it, and you know, I fished it in the winter because of the tench to get round it. So doing days, one rod in the winter, Cicley Mill. My first 30, 32 pound and 8 ounces, which I was over the moon. So after Cicley Mill, it was only the Cheshire Carp Valley, which was Topflash. It had a 35 plus common in it on a 35 plus mirror in it. I didn't catch the common, but I caught the mirror, and the mirror was 2-tone. And I caught another 225 pluses. I had big limb at 28 and a common at 26.5. And there was other commons that were bigger than that, but you know, I didn't want to get stuck on Topflash really. I wanted to fish other places as well, because that was a 40-minute drive and that was 2 rods, no night fishing. So as you can guess, travelling from Liverpool into Winsford and travelling from Liverpool into Knutsford, doing day sessions, you know, hardcore angling if you'd ask me, you know. So that's what I went for. I stayed in the Cheshire Carp Valley. I didn't go to Reedsmere. It didn't interest me at all, you know. Personally, you know, I seen it as a boy races lake, and I had no interest in it because I knew I had better closer and it cost me less money, but I had to do days. So that was the first step into Cheshire, was to Cicley Mill and Topflash. So when I caught the Topflash in two-tone mirror, there was no other fish that were bigger as a mirror in the Cheshire Carp Valley. Petty Pool wasn't doing 35 pluses at the time, at 2003. So I was looking at Marton while I was fishing Topflash. Those fish, they hadn't gone 35 plus. So they were the two waters that were left in the Cheshire Carp Valley that I was like, knew the fish were going to go big. And they're all light foot trained, these, all put in the river. 20,000 of them in 1975. So I exhaled the Cheshire Carp Valley. Yet there was one or two fish bigger than 35 in Reedsmere, and a common that was bigger than 35 pound. So after catching a 35 pound two-tone fish, you know, I'd done that in my first year in 21 days. The common was left, but the common used to reach between 37 and 40 pound. You know, I found that Topflash common dead, and two-tone. So it was all that was left really was Marton and Petty Pool. So I left the Cheshire Carp Valley, started doing a bit of fishing abroad, a bit of fishing down south, and then Marton had come back up again, being out at 39. So it was worth me going to Marton and fishing there and putting a bit of dedication into it. It took me 2 years to catch the Marton fish. You know, sorry, it was over 3 seasons like that I caught the fish, but my first season I'd done a few trips between October and between June and October, sorry, and then my second year I fished it once, and then the next year I just went hardcore on it and ended up I like fishing between June and December, fishing nowhere else and just going there and having you know the leather. I'm well known for the leather capture. At 43.4, you know, it was the biggest leather in the northwest. You know, and as well as Cheshire, you know, there was nothing in leather-wise bigger than that. And at the time, you know, Dave Mallon was on there. He was clued up on carp, carp knowledge, and he was saying, Joe, there's only one more fish bigger than this in the whole country. So yeah, a big achievement, but you know, you move on. That was Marton. But I had a place in the Cheshire Carp Valley, Budworth, and I used to love just walking down there and like, you know, Marton was a hardcore pond to do physically and mentally really. You had a lot of boundaries to get over. But Budworth, that was the one for me. That's my favourite lake, my favourite pond. I've done like 25 nights on Budworth in 2 different years. I think it was 2006 and 2016. You know, I just knew there was a small stock on there, and I had to sort of like be happy in my fishing to be able to go there and enjoy it, you know, and get a break from the rat race, you know. And you know, I ended up catching a 30 off there, the unknown. The friendly. So you know, achievement was done there, and I had another double offer as well. So that was Budworth really, you know. It was a fantastic place to fish, and it still is, you know. But
It's the 15th of October. It's been 4.5 months. None of the originals have been out. I've had a few birth babies, future Mere carp for this lake. Now, this is a very epic moment for me. I've fished many places, caught loads of carp all over the country, all over abroad, 4 different countries. And this is my first 40 pounder, and you know what, it is a real privilege to me to catch this because it's proper northwest grown and I'm over the moon. Here's one of Bert's big boys. By the way, Bert's taking the photos. Get ready with that camera, Bert. Here we go. The biggest leather and another Winsford record for Joe Goldson. The leather. A 43 pound. This fish has got big because of the baiting, the relentless baiting that me and Dave Mallon have been doing on the Lafana mix pungent squid. Me and Dave have been putting this in. We've been feeding these fish the same way I fed two-tone on Topflash. This is what it's all about. This is how you get big carp. This is how you break the records, lads. You feed them. There we go, there she is, the leather. Bit of extreme superior performance there as well. Can't believe it, I'm over the moon, my head's blown to bits. It don't come any better than this in carp fishing. 43 pound, another northwest, another Winsford record for Joe. Right. Just come in, are you ready, Bert?
Yeah.
I want to celebrate this capture with Bert Reid because Bert was the one who's produced all these fish. Come in here, Bert, get in. It's a special moment for me and Bert. Get in, let's get into your left here, Bert, so I can see you properly. No messing around, there you go. There's the man himself, Bert Reid. He bred all these fish, he brought them all up. And he's got more to come as well with these small ones that you've been seeing and I've been catching. 43 pound, the leather, record weight, pungent squid, fed by Dave Mallon. Right, next side. I'm over the moon. This is my first 40 plus fish. I've had been to so many places where I can catch 40s, and even Lake Reduta, it was a 40s mecca, never got any. Just unbelievable. Connenbrook, even though I was targeting two-tone on there, I'm staying away from other fish, but this, I'm really made up that this is northwest. I'm really made up my first 40 is northwest. I can't believe it, I'm made up. I seen this fish 12 years ago and I've been waiting for it. Come on, baby, get up there, look at that. Prestige, northwest grown, proper 40 plus Mere carp, sorry, leather carp. I'm over the moon, I'm just chatting and chatting, look at her, she's a fucking stunner. Come on, Bert, get some good pics in, mate. One of Bert's big boys. Hey, there you go, Bert. The leather, the biggest leather in the northwest goes to Joe Goldson at a record weight. Feeding them. Dave Mallon's food bait has pulled off. It's done the business. Alright, we've got her now safely back in the water. Me and Bert, epic moment. Relentless baiting with the pungent squid. Here she is, the big girl. The biggest leather in the northwest. Fucking amazing, amazing, absolutely amazing. I'm over the moon. There she goes. Let's get her back in, eh? I've done it again, Bert, another fucking record. Can't help but smash these northern records.
Yeah.
Petty pool next, mate. There she is. There he is, sorry. the leather. Thanks a lot, Bert. You
No
don't know how
probs,
much
Joe.
and how many people you've made happy by putting these fish in here, mate. You're a legend, and you'll always be remembered for all these fish, Bert. And you're a very important person in Northwest fishing, mate. And And guess what? I lost a fish this morning, and it was a lump. And I've just caught this one, smack bang in the middle of the afternoon, away from the weed bed. And it's my first fish, and you know what? It's gone £30. First fish, £30. Buzzing, hardcore angling, you know the way it is. I love it hardcore. Second take, first fish, 6 trips, 80 acre Cheshire Mere, 6th of June, over the moon. 6th of June and over the moon. Here we go, let's get to the other side. I've got Jay with me now, and he's a local file hand, and he's assisting me here. I'm really worried about this fish. It looks it's got quite a bit of spawn in it, but I haven't fished for spawning fish. I've stayed away from the weed bed, and this has picked it up. So although it's full of spawn, it still wants to feed, and it's picked up my bait. So there we go, 6th of June, and I'm over the moon. Here we go, happy days, £30, smack bang on, with Jack the farm assistant recognising the weight, didn't you, Jack?
Yep.
Witnessed it. So there you go. I'm gonna get this one back quick now. Can't be bad. First fish off Budworth Mere. Oh, happy days. So I'm gonna put back now, Jack. See if you can film us. Come in, closer, Jack. Get your wellies on, haven't you? This is big carp, and this is big Northwest carp. First fish, £30 dead on the 6th of June, and I'm over the moon. Here you go, happy days. Yes! And she's off. Thanks, Jack. Press that silver button again.
While angling Budworth, I had a few phone calls coming through. These new fish that are in this Sandiway. You know, they're coming through, Joe. They're coming through. They're hitting 30, nearly hitting 30. Oh yeah. Now, Sandiways, both ponds are fantastic lakes. But I've got a bit of background with Frank Lithgow. You know, we have a bit of tit for tat, me and Frank, and it's all down to the fact that he actually come out to Cicley Mill and took some photos for me of the common. But you know, I was a bit naughty really, but you know, I was only protecting my own angling. He wanted some photos for doing it, so I sent him a load of photos, and you know, he read a letter to me, thanks for the Cicley Mill common and everything else, because at the time it was the biggest fish in Warrington anglers. But he said to me, haven't you got any better photos? And I said, well, aren't you happy with them, Frank? no, I want better ones. And I just thought, this is where I seen the sort of demand that fishing industry can create. And I just said to him, no, Frank, I haven't, that's all I've got. And he weren't happy about it. So, you know, I'm common, Frank isn't. You know, he's an ex-copper. So the way I talk, he takes offence, and the way he talks, I take offence. You know, so that's just the way it was. So I knew Sandiway had to be quick. I knew I wouldn't be on there long. So I set myself a target of catching a 30 off the big lake and a 30 off Little Sandy. And I done it. You know, it was like, went hard for me. It's not just that, I done a 30 on the little lake. That's how I wanted to fish it, because the crowds had gone in the winter. And then Big Sandy, I was sort of like fishing it socially. I'd like to have some more time on Big Sandiway, and the fish are coming through on there. And I'd like to have a little bit more time on Little Sandiway, but you know, I've hit my targets, what I wanted to do on those two lakes really. So I like to go forward, not backwards in me fishing. Basically, like, you know, I can't fish Warrington Angling Association now, because, you know, he said, she said, I done this, and, you know, it's just nonsense. You know, I've been suspended, then expelled, but they expelled me and didn't give me a trial. And at the time I was moving, and then they were saying, like, you know, we sent you, they didn't send me a letter, you know. As soon as your card finishes, that's when they get rid of people saying, oh, they sent you the letter and you didn't turn up and everything else. You know, it's just the way clubs are, aren't they? You know, you don't read into it too much, you know, and don't let yourself be judged. So yeah, I hit my targets on Sandiway. I had a 30 plus mirror and a 30 off the big one and a 30 off the little one. And, you know, to catch them in the winter off the little one, a lot of people blank its arse off. I didn't. I had 12. So yeah, that was Sandiway.
Well, I haven't done no footage for ages, since the mangrove in 2017. 2018's been quite a quiet year. I've had a couple of nice fish from Moor Quarry, and I've had a couple of nice fish from my little local pond now. I don't live in Liverpool no more, I now live in Cheshire, and this is my local pond. And I've fished this place like a couple of times over the winter. I've had them to 23. But it's January now, and I have just had a winter whacker. Right, this is a bit rare, this one. It's a Cheshire 30 and a half pound. I'm just going to shout to 30. It was 30 and just over 30, couple of ounces between it at 13 and 13 and a half, so I'm just going to call it 30. But here we go, and I think this is a Viv Shears fish. And these fish are coming on really well. I'm really proud with the work that Warrington anglers have done for local anglers and local club waters. I mean, for £90 a year, here we go. Look at this little stunner, fantastic winter wonderland. Oh, so here we go, £30 Cheshire carp, a winter one. They don't come as good as this. Special, very special fish. I fished to catch a £30 in the winter in Cheshire is just remarkable, and it's ESP, isn't it? Extreme Superior Performance by myself. This is my third trip, my third fish of the winter of 2018, 2019, and this is the first fish of the year. What a start! Belter. Let's have a look at the other side. Oh, It's a well recognised fish again. You'll recognise this by the scale pattern there. I mean, to go 30, I think it's quite special really. So I'm going to call this one Scouser. Because I'm sure it's a new fish. I think we should call this Scousers. I don't think it's one of the old originals. Here we go. I thought it was C-scale at first because of the single scale in the middle, but I don't think it is C-scale. If it is, it's right down in weight. Here we go. There we go. A Cheshire 30 plus mirror on January the 7th. Can't get much fucking better. You can't get much better than this. Oh, I'm loving living in Cheshire. I've been here 3 months now and I'm on top of this lake. I've had a 28 common, old original. I've had a 20 pound common, old original. I've had 3 stockies and now this. And this is all since end of October. So that's 1, 2, 3 winter trips, 2 autumn trips, sorry, 3 autumn trips, and I've had something like 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 fish. So there you go, doing well. Glad to be at me local. Right, it's the 16th of January 2019. On the 14th I had a 30 pound mirror from Cheshire in January. It's just awesome. The 15th I had a 15 pounder and a 16 pounder, a brace. They both come within half an hour themselves. I mean, to have a 30 then to have a winter brace, it's just like remarkable. And now also, it's just gone absolutely epic now. This is an epic, absolute epic winter session I've ever had in the northwest. New pools before that I had 4 and the biggest was 23. Well, I've had another one now. A 29 pound and a half mirror. Loving it. Oh, by the way, I'd just like to say thanks very much to Warrington Angles for producing this water, and thanks to Frank Lithgow and Linda Lithgow for producing the funds and all the necessary work to create this new club water. And I hope the club all good wishes in the future, and possibly get a bit more fishery management into it and make some more good decisions, because it takes more than just buying fish. We've now got to manage these fish to keep at this size and this growth. Look at that, 29 pound, loving it. In January as well, in rural Cheshire, can't knock it. And it's a lovely little club, Warrington. I mean, like, you pay what? 125 quid your first year, and after that it's 90 pound a year every year. You can't knock that. Proper club angling waters. I love them, I love clubs, and I love Olden 25 pluses in the winter. There you go, happy days, epic, absolutely epic. Loving it. Do you know what? We never grow up. I mean, I'm pissed wet through. I've hardly had any sleep. I've been on edge since the 14th after having that 30. I knew there was a few more coming, so I'm absolutely made up. And if anyone's watching this and you're a little club and you're thinking of buying fish, get onto my good mate Viv Shears. He absolutely knows how to grow fish. Look at this, 100% English carp, and they're growing, absolutely growing. I think this one was put in at about 14 pound, and over 5 years in the right water with the right amount of stock, these fish will grow. So here we go, a January, Cheshire, northwest, up north, freezing cold, 9 pound mirror. Loving it. 29.5 pounds, sorry. Thanks a lot for everyone for making this such an epic winter capture and winter session. Happy days. There we go. Loving it. Woohoo!
So, a lot of the big carp that I've been fishing for in Cheshire, there was a source and the source was the river. There'd been a few 30s out, a couple of 30s out over the years from the river, but I'm more than confident to say that they'd been in Topflash and then they'd swam back into the river. You know, getting a 25 plus off the river now is like really difficult. So that was my target, 25 plus out the river. And you know, I had 2 of them over the time that I set myself. It was ideal as well when the river come in, because it just finished the pandemic and you couldn't, you know, you had to stay local and everything else. So thought, right, yeah, it's time to do the river. You know, I have fished the river on and off over the years, and it was easy. You just get your rod, but it isn't like that no more. It's not the old river. It's, you know, it's a new river now. There's less fish in here, you know, and the fish aren't as big. But I know that, like, one day, you know, that river will probably throw up a mysterious fish. And why do I know that? Because I had one myself, £28 something. I can forget the ounces. Yeah, but I had another one. I had it at £28, and when I had it, you know, you could tell it'd never been caught before. All its fins were fine, and then, you know, it had a bit of spawn and damage on it, you know, but it was perfect. No hook holds in it, nothing at all like that. It just wasn't like a river fish, you know. It was, you know, when you catch the river fish, they've always got a bit of damage on them. But you know, this common, it was perfect, absolutely perfect. It hadn't been in the keep net when it was little, you know what I mean, and it hadn't been through the barbaric times of the 80s. It was perfect, you know. It was a lovely common to have. You know, when you have a common at £28 off a river, it brings it into light when you've got a lot of southern mates, well, fishing buddies, sorry, who, like, haven't had a fish bigger than that off the Thames, you know. So, you know, they are there, the fish, and there's no doubt, you know, I caught another, the other 20, I think it was 26, the other 25 plus I named that the Traveller, because it was caught in Topflash, bottom flash in the river. So there's no doubting that one of those 30 pluses that are in Topflash, they're going to end up in the river, and they're going to end up getting caught as well. But I still believe that there's good chance there's a couple of 30 pluses that live in that river, and maybe one day they'll get caught, you know. So let's hope the future and carp anglers now that are coming through, they actually put a bit of time in and prove me right. So that was the river.
Let's get this Lightfoot strain out and get it on the bank for you. This is a
Right. Oh. There we go. Oh.
6th of September on our Giggsy's birthday and on the death of Mick, the great carp dog. This is a dedication to our Mick. Ate my boilies, went through me rods and everything. Come in, Jan, on this. This is a proper Cheshire warrior, this. 1965 these fish were put in here by Brian Lightfoot. It's the Lightfoot strain. Come in, Jan, have a look at this. Look at this for a beast. Hey, what a beast. Oh, all golden brown here as well. Oh, the size of these pelvics and the pecs on that. You'll notice this one again because of the little tuck in its pec when your hand's in your right hand. And if you remember as well,
He's got a lovely little nudging mark here. Oh, he's a proper old warrior. And I think this boy's seen a few hooks. Have a look at that for him, mouth. He's had a few people caught, been caught by a few and made a few happy. But I don't think at this size. Look at this, he's spitting out all kinds of muscles. Look at him. Just a true warrior. True Cheshire River warrior. Oh, I'm over the moon. Oh, here we go. 27.5 pound. Here's to you, Mickey. Proper true warrior carp dog. And a proper true old warrior carp for you, mate. Dedicated to Mickey. On a Lightfoot strains. Here we go. How's that, Jan?
Lovely, isn't he?
A warrior, isn't he? Big old warrior like me.
Yeah.
No courage, no carp. Ignore all the knockers, just carry on with your courage. Keep fishing with hope in your heart. Keep on keeping on. Yes, there we go. Oh, other side. Oh, have a little zoom in on this other side, Jan. Here we go. Look at that. Absolutely perfect. Oh, look at it. There's a paddle on it. It's bigger than my hand. The pecs on it. Wow. All 4 fingers. Wow. Look at him. It's huge. It's a huge river fish. Don't be getting jealous now, Chan. Here we go. Yes. Yes. Diggsy, look at him. Come here, boy. Oh, he's behaving now. There
Yes,
you
isn't
go,
he?
Stu.
Gorgeous,
Hey,
isn't
one for Mickey. Hey,
Yeah.
we'll never forget him, mate. Never. Lovely times. Absolutely lovely times. All the hard work, all the sleep deprivation, miles and miles and miles of walking, tons and tons of bait. Oh, the rock lobster's proper rocking the river now. Yes, and we've still got, what, 2 good months left before it goes all cold. Oh, look at it. Fantastic. Magic. Over the moon. Yes. Rocking. Yeah. Come on, girl. Let's get him back. Let's get Mick back. The Mick coming. Oh, the Lightfoot strain. Tell you one thing, this Sonic gear, top of the range. Yes. Here's to all the knockers. Knock that one. Here we go, Mick. Off you go, Mick. Look at that.
Oh.
Yes, Mick.
Good catch, that. Well done.
Made up. Is our Giggsy on his birthday as well?
Yeah.
Say hello, Biggs. Hello, Giggs. There you go. Gonna go in. Thanks, Jan. Night. I've done 12 fish. This is the 12th fish. I had 2 20s and all the rest have been doubles, and I've been here since the 16th of June overdoing those 24 nights, and now I've just had an absolute epic moment. I've got a lovely common here and it's gone £28, and do you know what? You're fishing here for surprises, and this is a surprise, and I bet you it's an unknown fish. I can just feel it in my blood that it's an unknown fish, this. I don't think it's been caught much. There's no hook marks in its mouth,
absolutely perfect mouth it's got. So here we go. Do our best here, but he's quite lively. So we have to get right down for this one. Smile! Look at it, absolute beast of a fish. How old this fish is? It's got to be at least 40 years old. All these common. Smile. Got put in many years ago in the 60s. I was talking to Brian Lightwood. He's the man who knows all about these river fish. Smile. He's the one who stocked them. These commons who's telling me. Smile. Oh, epic. Absolutely epic. Look at it. 100% smile. Cheshire, British grown, old tatty common. Look at it. Beautiful. Beautiful. The Jan common. Yes. Smile. Oof. Let's get a bit more water on this now. Oh my word. What a fish. What a fish. 10th of September. At last. One of the good ones. One of the big ones. I think there's still plenty more of these left to be caught. Plenty more of these left to be caught. Smile. Oh, size of it. Smile. Bloody epic. Absolutely epic. Smile. How's that, Darren? Darren Jackson here with me, witnessing this. He's loving it. What a fish, eh, Darren?
It is lovely.
Happy times, lovely days, lovely times. Smile. Happy days, look at that, Daz. All that effort, mate. All the moaning from the match anglers. Oh, lovely times. Smile.
That'll do you.
That'll do me, mate. Proper Cheshire carp. Go ahead, mate, cut that.
So, personal best common and a personal best mirror. That's what I needed out of Cheshire. Having that leather at 43 was perfect. You know, I don't need to excel over that, for the leather. And I knew if I do, I need to travel. So, Petty's come right the way through now, over the years. It has had 30s in it, but not bigger than 35. The common weren't ever bigger than 32 after Cicley Mill one. So I didn't really fancy doing the days on there. The fish had to be at a real special weight. And they done it, it's took years and years for Petty to come through now. And I didn't want to catch any of the fish between 30 and 35. I knew they were going to go over 35 eventually, and hit the 40-pound mark, and then probably go over the 40-pound mark, but it just took time. And then it happened. Gav Dean, he had a common, 40 plus, and also a 40 plus mirror had come out. So it was there then, it was ready for me, I always try to excel my weight size if I'm going to put any time and dedication into a pond. And that was it now. I had to go and sort Petty out, and it was done. I had a big mirror off there, and at the time it was a club record of 45.4. And all that was left now was a personal best common, or a 40-pound common. That was me. That was what I tried to achieve. I would have achieved that in my first year, but because of the clowns that you get down there, and everything else, I caught that 45.4, and you know, they made, you know, he said, I said, all that nonsense went off again. I got suspended, and it was for 5 months. And then when I got my ticket back, you know, the secretary phoned me up and says, do us a favour, mate. You know, it's coming up to winter. I can't be bothered with all this. He said, she said, and everyone else phoning me up. Can you leave it until next year? So, you know, here or there. So I says, yeah, no worries. So I left it till there. And then all I'd done was all my hard work the first year, which had been stopped. Yeah. I just carried on the next year, and I done like a couple of trips in February. Like 4 trips on the right moon phase. Seen the common again where I was seeing it. I hadn't seen anything where I was seeing the mirror, so I sort of like concentrated on going where I'd seen the common. Then like on Petty, like the season sort of starts in May, not the year. So I went back down again in May, done a couple of trips, then basically like I went back and I had the common at 36, which would have been achieved in my first year, but you know, you still never stopped me, did you? Do you get what I'm saying? And this is what the problem is. You get these anglers, right? These like, you think the carp anglers, and they're not, you know. They go on to Billings, they catch a few on there, and they think the top anglers, and they're coming on to Petty, you know. You're not. You can't beat experience, you know, and knowledge. Yeah? No matter how much, you know, backstabbing you do, lying and cheating and everything else, you won't win. You won't win at all. So, you know, that was done. Petty was done. You know, it's just inexperience, that's all it is. They can't deal with like doing days, you know. They think the big carp anglers, and they're not, you know. They barely broke their apprentice. Half of them shouldn't even be down there, you know. You should do your apprentice before you go and fish a water like that. But if you want to run before you can walk, get on with it, don't bother me. Do you understand what I mean? But you know, that will never overcome experienced carp anglers, you know what I mean? You know, it's quite laughable at what's going on down there. You know, a couple of close circle friends, we all piss ourselves at them at the clowns town at Petty Pool. Unreal funny it was. But yeah, Petty Pool again, hardcore days, you know. All this days only fishing, it was brought in by the match anglers to slow down the carp anglers, but they like taking the money off us, but you know, and that's what Cheshire's all about really, you know, doing days. You very rarely get, you know, they're not like proper carp waters, orientated for carp anglers or cases for carp anglers. They want the money, but they don't want you there, and that was Petty really. To be fair, Petty was the easiest pond to hit me targets. Out of all of them in the Cheshire Carp Valley, Petty was the nod water. Wasn't hard. It's just doing days and getting around the nonsense of the clowns that was hard. Just a bit of dedication getting into it. So, you know, and that was Petty.
Yep, little lump. It's gone 45 for this fish, and this is my first fish off Petty. 45 for, fucking hell. Now, 34th trip. Baiting a swim for 9 months, and it's all been on Scott Nolan's DF mix. You can get that off Scott soon. It's coming out. I'm field testing it for them. So, first fish. It's took me 9 months to get over this, get on this fish. So here we go. Our first fish, £45.4, and that's a mirror, by the way. So I don't know if that's some sort of club record for a mirror. I don't know. Oh, come on, baby. This is gonna be difficult, this one. Oh, come on, baby. Alright, here we go. Smile. Cheese. Smile. Oh, fucking look at it. Smile. Cheese. God, there's a shadow on it and everything. I don't give a fuck. Smile. Right, try and get some back for the film here now. Here she is. 45.4. Trip 34. First fish. Happy days, lovely times. Oh, I'm just a Cheshire hot shot, aren't I? Fucking hell, £45.4 ounce of Cheshire mirror. Gotta be a club record, that. Get on it. Woo! Happy days, lovely times, lovely times. Oh, oh, come on, baby. The next side. Here we go. Oh, easy now. Come on, come on, come on. Easy now. Got a big girl. I don't know your name, mate, but it don't matter. You're a £45 Cheshire mirror. Original one as well, old one. There we go. Happy days. Old man pool pays off. Trip 34, £45.4. Don't know its name, don't care, look at it. Just don't care. Happy days. Smile. Cheese. Smile. Cheese. Cheese. Smile. There we go. Back for the film. Happy days. It's bad filming and all that, but I'm not arsed. Look at it. Who cares? Who dares wins? No courage, no carp. Let's get it back. Straight back. And get on this. No one even knows I'm down here. It's the 10th of April, it's bank holiday, and no one's down. Oh my word. What's going on? 45 plus Cheshire carp are coming out, and there's no one here. Oh. Right. That's it, that's that done. Let's get it back in before someone comes down and sees it. It is back in the water. Happy days. Look at that.
10th of October. It's late 8. It's my 6th trip on this pond. And guess what? I've got a PB common, a 36 common. Happy days. I believe this one is Christine. Here we go. Perfect condition. Over the DF2. Happy days, lovely time. £36 it is. Oh hey, get in there. Fucking great. Oh, 6th trip this year. And it is now the 23rd fish of the year. And it's gone 36. Get in there, you little belter. Thank you, Christine, if you're watching. You've just given me a personal best. Well done, girl. They're still catching them and still pleasing. There you go. Happy days, lovely times. It's not all great, but I need to get this back in again. There you go. Happy days. That's what we're here for. 35 pluses. Come on, Petty. Fucking amazing. Let's get me 40 common off here. That'd be nice, that, wouldn't it? It'd be really nice. Anyway, a PB will do for now. Happy days, lovely times. Come on!
So, the chance of catching a 30 plus common, you know, it was becoming a bit difficult in the Cheshire Carp Valley. I didn't know. I'd heard something then many years ago of about a £38 common that come out of the railway lake. Now I don't know if it was true facts or anything else, and then I got confirmed at the local tackle shop. There is a common there that goes 30. So I went to the railway lake and I had the biggest common off there, £33, and that was done in 12. I think it was 9 trips. So that was railway really. That was that done in quick concession. Personal best common, and I was rooting for them. Now a personal best common. So the chance of catching a 30 plus common, you know, it was becoming a bit difficult in the Cheshire Carp Valley. I didn't know. I'd heard something then many years ago of about a £38 common that come out of the railway lake. Now I don't know if it was true facts or anything else, and then I got confirmed at the local tackle shop. There is a common there that goes 30. So I went to the railway lake and I had the biggest common off there, £33, and that was done in 12. I think it was 9 trips. So that was railway really. That was that done in quick concession. Personal best common, and I was rooting for them. Now a personal best common.
Right, it's the 30th of August. I come on the Cheshire Secret Pond on the 11th of July because I knew there was a PB in here. PB common had done 35. Now, I don't know, right, if this is the big one or what, but it's gone 33.5 and it's a new PB common for me. It's been 32.5 for years, almost 20 from Cicley Mill. But yeah, most of the big commons that I went for have died anyway, so there was nothing I could do about it, and some clubs got rid of me as well, so it's the same old story, isn't it? When you catch fish, this is what happens, like, you know what I mean, you get banned from lakes and everything else. So here we go, 9 trips, 9th sorry, 8 trips, 9 fish. I think the Secret Cheshire Carp, Secret Cheshire Pond, big common, 33 and a half. Oh, and a new PB. Oh, bloody hell. I had this at 10 o'clock in the morning. So, I think I've got all the facts in anyway, so here we go. Beast of a fish. Oh. Oh. 33 and a half. Here we go. Lovely times. Sorry my head's cut off and all that, but I've got to hide the pond's background. And what a fucking fish. Yes! New PB. Been almost 20 odd years. 22 years. Oh, Cheshire though. All Cheshire. It's all got to be Cheshire, hasn't it? It makes them that all a little bit special. I like getting me Cheshire, me PBs in Cheshire. The most important than anything. Right, here's the other side. Happy days. Here we go. Lovely times. Happy days. Here we go. Secret Cheshire Pond, big one. 33 and a half. Down by about £2 from like the beginning before the season, before they spawned. Happy days. Lovely times. Yes. PB mirror 45.4 this year, and also a PB common 33 and a half. Lovely times.
In the background, Astbury Mere was coming up. Known about this for years. But I know a couple of friends who have fished there. You know, they advised Joe, don't go down there, it's a park lake. You know, there's a lot of problems with dogs, and a lot of problems with the dog walkers, a lot of problems with the public, you know, and, you know, I wouldn't go down there on your own. So, basically, you know, that evolved. It had evolved. Astbury Mere now, you know, they had a stocking program on and everything else. And I thought to myself, you know, if I get a 35 plus out of there, and so like one of the old ones, happy days. Lucky enough, that happened quite quick. And then after that, same old nonsense that's carried with me all through the fishing clubs. He said, I said, she said, oh shit, he's caught a big fish. Oh shit, we better get him off the pond. And that's what's happened. But that's what Cheshire's all about, really, isn't it? You know, the club only fish with good, the fish that have got a lot, you know, that are accessible, cheap, are club waters. And when you got fish the club waters in Cheshire, a lot of nonsense comes with them. So, you know, that's what you've got to put up with, really, you know, to catch the fish. There's a few syndicates now that have had new strain of fish in them. There's a syndicate now and a new strain of fish in them, and because of all all the things that have gone on while I've been fishing clubs, I ain't done nothing wrong. It's just people causing rumours and everything else. Syndicate leader doesn't want me to go on there, which, yeah, you know what, that's his choice. I ain't gonna lose no sleep over it. I've caught big carp in Cheshire, you know what I mean. The new carp that are coming through, yeah, they'd be nice to catch, but they're not the old Lightfoot strain. You know, that's exhaled Cheshire, but you know, they are proper Cheshire grown from doubles, you know, and if you can get in these syndicates, best of luck to you, you know. But it's coming to the point now, you know, there's only another syndicate where that's got another £40 common in it, and that's of original. You know, getting in that syndicate with that 14 is gonna be impossible, you know. It's only by invite. No, I'm not going to mention the names of them and all that because it's nothing to do with me, you know. And there's publicity bans on there, but yeah, this is the end now of Cheshire. I've hit what I want to hit, and it's time for me to move on to like further afield. I've been in Hampshire now been visiting Hampshire since September. And you know, I have caught fish in Hampshire many years ago, about 5 years ago. I just come down to Sussex Club water out down there, and I ended up catching 2 off there. But I've done 2 trips down there because of my health. I can't really travel long distances anymore, so I'm in Hampshire now and everything's 15 minutes away from me. So any more recordings you see or photographs you see, it won't be from Cheshire, it'll be in Hampshire, staying in the Shires. So I hope you've all watched this, and in between my baffling there is big carp there. These waters that I've mentioned, there's still big carp there, but they're not the ones I've caught. Other fish have come through and grown. So if you watched all my videos and everything else, I wish you all the best in the future, and I hope you catch all the carp you want to catch and you enjoy. So lovely times. Let's look forward to Hampshire.
Right, it's the 16th of June, and I'm over the moon. I'm on the big A. This is my second fish now. I've done 10 nights early on in spring, and I've come back on in June now, and this is my 4th day. I had one on Thursday. It's now Sunday, the 16th, and there's you're not supposed to take photos at this period of time. But like I spoke to the bailiff and basically said, if you get a big one, don't get it out the water, and just keep it in the water. So I've weighed this now, right, and it's gone 37 this now. Now I'm going to keep it on the camera, yeah, on the video now. So it hasn't been out the water. It's been in the landing net while I've been getting everything ready. I sandbanked the pole and all that, and now it's off now. I put it in the sling. I've transferred it in the sling. I haven't lifted it up. I put the sling around the fish, and I've picked it up on a landing net pole as well to see the weight. The weight's bang on. It's 37. I shit myself at first. I thought it was going to be a huge one because its head is massive. So here we go, right? Second fish off the big A. 37, June the 16th, off Curries. Right. I'll be able to get stills off this as well, so let's hope we get it sorted. It doesn't play me up. Anyway, here we go. You ready, boy? He's a fucking whopper, this one. On the size of his head, I thought it was going to go huge. My mates just phoned me as I was doing it, and I had to swerve him and say, look, didn't got a 50 here because its head is massive. Alright. Here we go. 37, boys. I don't know what fish this is, but you'll know when you see it. Whoa. Right, there we go. There's one, there's that side. And I'm spinning it round now, yeah, in the water. It hasn't been out the water at all. Right. Alright, here we go. Right. There's the other side. Happy day. Lovely times. Let's get it back, hey, that's enough. Fucking hell. Happy days. Lovely times. Get in there. Come on, the big A.